Good morning, my students. Our lesson is what are chemical changes? Suppose you spilled vinegar with its strong, sharp odor. What a smell! How could you get rid of it? You mixed it with water. You could still smell it. If you froze it, it would still be vinegar, just in a solid form as long as you are only making physical change. The vinegar will always be vinegar. To remove the vinegar, you have to change it chemically. So, what is chemical change? Chemical changes occur when atoms link together in a new way to create substance different. This substance is different from the original substance. This is also known as a chemical reaction. When different atoms join together to form new substance, okay? And we have now different properties, okay? If you combine baking soda with vinegar, a chemical change occurs. The baking soda changes and bubbles form. The bubbles are new substance, so this is called chemical reaction. Here, vinegar with baking soda, and we have here bubbles. This is what this called products. Now we have new substance, so this is called the chemical reaction. Now, boys, also a new white solid is left behind. The new substance that formed have different properties than the vinegar and the baking soda. The bubbles are a gas, and the white solid does not react with vinegar during a chemical reaction. Yes, this is a very important point. Yes, during a chemical reaction, atoms in the baking soda and vinegar link together in new way. In new what? New way. This forms sodium acetate. This new substance called what? Sodium acetate. And water and carbon dioxide gas. Okay, this what? Products. The bubbles from the reaction are carbon dioxide. The white solid is called sodium acetate. So now we have new substances, okay? So it's chemical reaction or chemical change. Now, chemical equation. In studying math, you probably have seen equations like 2 plus 6 or 3 plus 7 or 6 plus 4. Chemists write equations for chemical changes similar to math equations. For example, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas combine to form water. A chemical equation keeps track of which substances are used and in what ratio. The number in front of the chemical formula, look at here, boys, this is what chemical formula of water here. Here, H2 here, hydrogen atoms, O2 oxygen atom. This number, the number of atoms, okay, 2H2. Okay, now we have 4 hydrogen atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here O2 means 2 oxygen atoms. They join together to produce what? Forming what? Water, 2H2O. We have 2 oxygen and we have here 1, 2 blue atoms called oxygen. So we have 2 oxygen here and 2 here. And we have 4 hydrogen atoms. And in products here we have 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay? Here, the chemical on the left side of a chemical equation are called reactants. Here, this 2H2 and O2 or hydrogen and oxygen called reactants. The chemicals on the right side of the equation are called what? Products. This called what here? 2H2O or water, this called products. Another equation here we have NaHCO3 or sodium bicarbonate. This the first substance with HC2H3O2 acetic acid. This materials or this substance is called what? Called products. reactants. And here at the left side, in the right side here, we have H2O, CO2, NaC2H3O2, water and carbon dioxide called, and sodium acetate, they called what? They called products. Okay? So in any chemical equation, we have two sides, left called reactants and right side called products. For the water forming reaction here, this is what chemical equation. The equation reads 2 hydrogen molecules plus 1 oxygen molecule make 2 water molecule. Yes, here we have here 2 hydrogen molecule with 1 oxygen molecule produce 2 water molecule. Okay, this is the reading of chemical equation. Here in a math equation, the left side must equal the right side. Yes, the number. And here in chemical equation the same. Okay, so the total mass of the reactant equals the total mass of the products in a chemical equation. This law called what? Called law of conservation of mass. Okay, this means what? The total mass of the products in a chemical equation still the same. The total mass of reactants equal the total mass of products. Count here, boys. Number of hydrogen here equal 4 and number of oxygen atoms equal 2. So we have 4, 5, 6 atoms, and here in products we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in reactants we have 6 atoms and in products we have 6 atoms. So we have the total mass of reactants equal the total mass of what? Of products. This is called law of conservation of mass. Okay, boys? Here, math equations make sense whether you read them right to left or left to right. Chemical equations are similar. Most chemical changes are reversible or they can be undone. When a chemical reaction is reversed, the products break apart or combine to form the original reactants. Water can be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen gas. So here we have fact here. Like physical changes, many chemical changes can be what? Can be reversed. Okay? This was our lesson today. If you have any question, write it or send it to me. Thank you for listening and goodbye.